This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow. Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Hello, I'm Russell Gonzalez with the 7th edition of HVE. Students, listen closely today because we're going to ask a challenge question. At the end of the show, the first student to answer the question through email will get popcorn, Coke, and coupons to Long John's, Silver's, and Hardee's for a free meal. And out of this world news, a half-ton satellite broke free from the shuttle Columbia. The $442 million Italian satellite apparently was hurled into oblivion. Luckily, nobody was hurt. NASA officials said that they had no idea what went wrong. Until then, everything had been going well. Astronaut Jeffrey Hoffman shouted the news, "The tether is broken." At the boom. The tether is broken at the boom. It is going away from us. Hoffman told Mission Control. There was no suggestion immediately that NASA would try to have a shuttle crew retrieve the satellite, if that were even possible. The astronauts were thankful and lucky that the tether snapped where it did. If the cord had broken higher up, the protection remaining attached to Columbia could have dropped and wrapped on the shuttle, a possible deadly situation. Well, if it had to break, it did it in the right place. Milford Mission Control told the crew. Now into national news. In Japan, a half-ton boulder the size of a 20-story building crushed a tunnel. There was some cars trapped inside the tunnel. The lifesavers had to blow a hole into the giant rock, but they also had to use hand tools. Water is what caused the boulder to fall. The water was freezing and expanding, loosening the boulder every time it freezes. In other national news, Milford Haven, Wales salvage workers began pumping the remaining 16 million gallons of oil from the crippled Sea Impress tanker. wildlife rescuers rushed to save wildlife animals and oil-soaked birds. The oil slick spread 50 miles from the tanker, which shed more than a half of its load. After running aground February 15th, almost 20 million gallons of crude oil during the 8 days it took salvage workers to get the Sea Empress into Milford Haven estuary on the southwest coast of Wales. The spill was one of the worst ever. Some 1,000 birds in the worst condition have been flown by helicopter to a cleaning center ran by Royal Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals in southwest England. Now to Matt with sports.
Hello, I am Matt Fields with sports. In sports news, the Pacers trundled over the Celtics 122-19, with Reggie Miller scoring 39 points. The biggest 3 points of them 39 that Reggie scored was in the last 3 seconds when Reggie Miller switched a three-pointer to win the game. In other games, the Lakers beat the Knicks 114-96 as Nick Van Exel went out injured in the third quarter. Magic Johnson did not play as he had a pulled calf as the Knicks did not have the big man Patrick Ewing because he got ejected for a game for arguing a call with the referees in a previous game. The University of Louisville 21st ranked basketball team reached deep into the pocket full of miracles again Sunday, but this time pulled out a wad of lint. No game-winning Brian Kaiser three-pointer as there was at UCLA. No down the stretch DeJuan Wheat three as the three was at North Carolina. Charlotte, no hero making free throws or steals. On to college basketball, UK is now number 1 in the polls as UMass lost last week to George Washington University. The Wildcats received 64 of 66 votes. And Western KU finished its schedule this week as they played South Alabama, lost to them 92-77. In other sports, America champion Michael Kiwanuka rattled from fourth to take the women's event in the Grand Prix skating final at the Paris skating, lost in a field of 7. Kiwanuka used the only triple competing among the women's to win. Some new sports in the Olympics in the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta include the beach volleyball, mountain biking, and the women's softball. The 1998 Winter Olympics in Nohanga, Japan includes women's ice hockey and snowboarding. The 2000 Summer Olympics in Seoul, Australia are toad, koala, dew, and Tawana's other sports under conservation as model Olympic events include ballroom dancing, golf, surfing, roller skating, trampoline, karate, and water skiing. Now to local sports. What we're going to do to show on video is not a sports, but it is a competition. The Glasgow High School competition band. Glasgow High School marching band did great this year. They received at least 2 Servals in competition. These 2 Servals meant that they got to compete in all the districts. Competition which they won, winning the all district lead them to the state semifinals at the state semis. They were chosen as one of the 4 triple A bands to go on to the state competition. They placed 3rd in the Kentucky State competition in the triple advancement. A triple A band contains between 80 and 140 band members. Our bands has around 120 members, including the color quad. Now to the video.
Hear the music now. Glasgow High School Marching Band, you may take the field.
Kentucky beat Auburn 89-77. Marquette beat Louisville 80-79 in double overtime. Western Kentucky lost to South Alabama 92-77. The district tournament results: Glasgow boys played Tuesday night and lost to Barron County. Glasgow girls played Wednesday night and won against Edmonson County. They will play Barron County girls tonight in the district finals at Ellen County Gym. Azariah Thornton has scored his 1,000th point Tuesday night against Barron County. Good job, Rod. In Little League news, the Jazz beat the Pacers, Bucks beat the Heat, Knicks beat the Bulls, Cavs beat the Bullets, Hornets beat the Suns, Magic beat the Hawks, Rockets beat the Nuggets, Mavericks beat the Pistons, Warriors beat the Hawks, Suns beat Spurs, Cavaliers beat the Mavericks, Rockets beat the Bucks, Nuggets beat the Bucks, Knicks beat the Lakers, Hornets beat Nuggets. The tournament starts tonight at the Glasgow High School Gym. The Cardinals beat the Suns 36-24. Wildcats beat Bulls. Bulls beat Wildcats 17-13. Now to Jennifer with weather.
Hi, my name is Jennifer with weather. As many of you know, we had a warm streak during the week. I asked some of my friends what they did. Amanda Elmore jumped on her brand new trampoline. Kristen Groves played basketball. April Stearns played with her pets. Kentucky reached its highest temperature in winter, 79 degrees. In Glasgow, in local weather, Glasgow will be in the mid-30s and 40s and a chance of snow over the weekend. In national weather, the northeastern part of the U.S. will be in the 40s and 50s and a chance of precipitation over the weekend. Northwest snow flurries will show up with a chance of 40s and 50s. In the Middle East, thunderstorms might show up tomorrow and Sunday. Now back to Russell with more news.
In national news, most of the grass fires that scorched thousands of acres in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas were out by giving firefighters a much-needed break. For several days, grass, trees, and shrubs cracking dry from lack of moisture have ignited and blackened miles of grassland. The weather forecast looked promising, with a hint of rain in the forecast throughout the region. Since January, 3,000 blazes have consumed more than 180,000 acres. In Texas, almost 10 times as much land as of last year. In Oklahoma, more than 250,000 acres have burned since February 13th. New Haven, Connecticut, with so many great minds at the university, the last place is to Christopher Wilkes. find 600 of them was in the dustiest old jars beneath his dormitory. As first year as a medical student, he listened as upperclassmen told him the eerie legend of the coach of bottled brains deep within the sub-basement of the Edward S. Hawkins Hall. Then his curiosity got the better of him. Sometime after midnight, he and 4 other students descended to the former bomb shelter and found sitting on dirty shelves rows and rows of brains floating in formaldehyde in jars. Through research, Wales legends, they were collected by Dr. HVE, crushing a pioneer in brain surgery because of Wales' efforts. Pictures, surgical tools, and narrative history, and one of the brains are on the display out in Yale Medical School for the first time. In related news, researchers say they have discovered a previous undescribed muscle in the human head. Researchers at the University of Maryland at Baltimore said they have identified a small muscle that extends from behind the eye socket to the lower jaw. After weeks of behind the serious work, Governor Paul Patton is nearly ready to present a health care plan to a General Assembly, still struggling to reach Congress. Patton previewed importance of his plan Friday, saying he wants to dissolve the health policy board and eliminate mandatory pressing alliances. He said he will unleave his being anticipated plan this week. The governor said his goal was to prepare much of the embattled 1994 law that made signified changes in Kentucky's health care system. In local news, nearly 900 high ability students in grades 1 through 6 took classes during Western Kentucky University's Super Saturday ceremonies through WKU Center for Gifted Students. The seminars, which ended Saturdays, some classes included animal farms, bodyworks, cooking up math, patterns in portray, clowning, the arthrotherapy of rap music, film photography, and the world of contract caves. In school news, the talent show is at March 12th at 6:30. Be sure to sign up. Now Amanda Kino with People Personalities.
Hi, this is Amanda Kino with People Personalities. With us today is Amy Roberts. Goodies is one of our School to Work business partners with business partners. What do you do at School to Work?
School to Work is a program where about 2 people from Goodies goes to a school like Happy Valley, and we teach children to type on the computer and learn where the keys go, your fingers go on the keys and stuff like that.
How many people are in School to Work?
At Goodies, there's about 2 to 4 people that are in School to Work.
Do you like working with kids?
Yeah, kids are really neat to be around. They're really outgoing and a lot of fun to be around.
Do you like your job at Goodies?
Yeah, my job at Goodies is really fun. I like the people I work with, and that makes your job fun to be around.
Here's a video at Goodies.
Goodies is a stockroom where clothes are delivered. They are delivered in boxes and crates. Pack the boxes here.
This way.
Look, I found some layaways. Cool, maybe something's under our name. The shoe stockroom. This is customer service area. We learn to use cash registers. $182.96. You can charge it. Here's some of the things this miner bought. For us. That's 9 different departments at Goodies. This is the men's department. Amanda, don't you think this fits good? Yeah, perfect, Jennifer. Men's department. Hey guys, don't you think this would be good for you? No, I think this would.
department.
This is what Miss Minor's gonna buy us.
Instead of look cute, Jennifer?
Sure.
Miss Minor, you deserve this.
This is what we're gonna wear to school tomorrow.
Like so, retro. The best department for last.
Ours.
This is Jennifer. This is Jennifer's favorite wardrobe.
This is my summer outfit. Those are my bathing suits and my shirt. Here are my 2 Easter dresses I couldn't pick. And this is my shorts and my skirt.
Favorite sports outfits.
And now Amanda will show you her wardrobe.
This is the summer outfit that I picked out. Here's my bathing suit minus smoothing. Here's to wear with my Mickey Mouse shorts. Here's the Easter dress.
Jennifer Bowman and Amanda Aquino saying goodbye from Goodies.
Do you think dressing well is important for job interviews and when you start your job?
Yeah, when you go for a job interview, it makes a good first impression. And some places you have like dress codes where you have to go by, and at Goodies we have dress codes where we have to go by.
What do you do at Goodies?
I work in the men's department at Goodies. I work in the denim department where I have to size all the jeans and stuff like that.
What do you do when you're not working?
I'm usually at home spending time with my family and friends and stuff like that.
Thank you for coming and being with us today. Now to Jennifer with Student of the Week.
And as a friend to everybody, all congratulations, Ben Wells, a Student of the Week. Dinner compliments the Shinies of Glasgow. Now back to Russell with the challenge question.
Oh yeah, the challenge question. I completely forgot. The challenge question is what country's satellite broke away from Columbia's tether?
Mrs. Vance's class answered the question correctly. We had 3 answers. Mrs. Wells' class answered France. That was incorrect. Mrs. Furlong's class has answered United States and Russia. That's incorrect. Mrs. Rucker's class answered Russia. That's incorrect. Mrs. Vance's class came up with the correct answer, which was Italy. Mrs. Vance, would you please email us the name of that winning student? We'll bring you the name of that winning student later. Now back to Russell to close this week's edition of HVE.
Tune in next Friday at 9 a.m. for another edition of HVE.
Does it have another answer from Miss Vance up there? Anything from Miss Vance? CDB? Yeah. Okay, there it is. Good. Hold quiet.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.